hybrid PoS and PoW. PoW is not prisoner of war, guys. It's proof of work, just in case you're over the age of 50 and have been to Korea or something. So proof of stake, proof of work. So this one's a bit hard to explain. Not hard to explain, but it's hard to define because there are several companies that are using different hybrid proof of stake, proof of work consensus mechanisms. So when we talk about consensus on a blockchain, which basically means you have a piece of data, in order for that data to be confirmed, there has to be consensus. That means more than one confirmation, more than one node, or more than one miner, or more than one whatever stakeholder is saying that that data is accurate, right? So when you have proof of work is what Bitcoin uses. It's miners. That means that someone's constantly doing some type of work. And when you talk about Bitcoin, you're talking about the fact that they're basically going in and they're doing mathematical equations to understand and unlock information that's in each block, right? That's what proof of work is. When we talk about proof of stake, in order to get to consensus, it's based on how much of a certain asset you're holding, how much you're staking. And if you're staking more, you have more access rights, and you might be the next person to be selected, or the next stakeholder to be selected to confirm the next block. That's basically how it works. Now, there are the reason to combine those two is for different reasons. One, some people believe it adds to the decentralization model because it makes it a bit more flexible. I've seen, and I don't remember the names of these tokens or the names of these blockchains off the top of my head, to be quite honest, but I've seen in the past one that basically creates a ticketing system where essentially the amount of stake that you have allows you to basically buy tickets. And those tickets are basically then used under the proof of work to figure out who's going to actually claim that next block. And then I've seen others which are more of a generalized mix of proof of stake and proof of work. The point is, I guess the general definition, this is a long one this week, guys. I guess the general definition is that it takes the proof of stake concept, the consensus module, let's say the consensus mechanism of proof of stake, where the more you own, the more rights you have, basically, to proof of work, which is the more powerful your processing computer is, let's say, or chip is, the more power you have, and combining the two to lessen the amount of energy that's required and increase, let's say, increase the amount of voting power one has based on the amount of assets they earn, with an eventual, I guess, goal of creating a better and a more decentralized way of figuring out who holds the most power on the network. That's it.